Okay, so what we're doing today's probably just going to be a quick tool making video. We've been really busy. We've been cleaning out a house of someone who passed away, and we had a funeral for them. So we've been really busy this week, and I haven't had a lot of time in the shop. So I have a couple orders for these steak drink holders on the Etsy store, available still on the Etsy store. If what's up there gets sold out, I'll add it back up there. And right now, I do the eye that the cup sits in. I just had a cup somewhere. Not made for this size, but that this sits in by hand, which I can do, and I can get it looking good, but it takes much more time, and I'm trying to do production runs here. So, went to the local steel supplier, got a piece of pipe. This is a little bit bigger than this, which is fine because I want this to be a little bigger. This doesn't quite fit like if you wanted to put a wine glass in here or something, so I want it to be a little bigger. And we're going to take this, chop it off, weld it onto this. And then we're going to take another piece of that angle iron and weld on something to catch on the other side so we can put the bar between catch and turn in one and try to get a perfect circle in one heat. And then I'll just have to come back and because it'll be like almost look like a P after it's bent, and then I can just come back in with the bending forks, slide it in there and pop it back so that everything's in line. So it's going to be some welding today. Don't judge my welding. I'm still learning. Probably this video and the next video are going to be welding tools together. I ordered a tool from Uncle Buck's Forge. That'll be the next video. Okay, so it's tacked on this side. It's not the prettiest weld, but hey, it's stuck. I mean, I can take the... It's stuck on there, so now I'm gonna... Got a little wonky, so I'm gonna try to clamp this down over here, tack this, and then I'll try to run a bead. Alright, so there's the other side welded on. Again, I am just learning to weld, but for myself, I am pretty happy with this. Okay, so here it is. I'm really happy with the way this tool came out and the way that this came out off the tool. I think I've got some like tweaking stuff, like not of the tool, but of how I do it to do, because this took a couple more than one. This took 3 heats, I think, pretty close to 3 heats, 2 to get this, and then once I figured out how I wanted to get it back in line, 1 heat. So I think I can do this in, now that I know what I'm doing and how I want to work it, in 1 heat or maybe 2 at the most, but that's much quicker and I get a much more consistent, from piece to piece, a much more consistent eye. And you can see if it's a pop bottle wonderfully. Beer bottle. Smaller can. This is like the only size of pop cans we have is like the Red Bull ones, and they're not quite, but obviously that's good. This I think is about the size of a pop can, maybe around, so that, you know, that'll fit. Beer glass will fit. That actually holds in captive, and that'll come in down here and it won't be so tight up against that, but that fits. Let's see. That fits. I don't believe, because these are extra big, this will only fit down into this far, but I mean, you can still set it in there. Reminder, the giveaway is still going on. We only need 5 more subscribers, and there are people entered. But once we get up to 150 subs, we're at 145 right now, I will do a drawing. Champion will get to choose between these two things, and the runner-up will get whichever one the champion didn't choose. So I think that's it for today. Obviously my welding needs some work. For me, it's working for what I need it to do. So I'm happy with it, and I decided, the one thing from when I was talking in the beginning to now, I decided not to make the second piece that would slide up to be like to catch the other end. I just used the tongs to grab it and turn. I didn't have any stock that could, that would be strong enough. All I have is like 3/8 and 1/2 inch, and I didn't quite know if that would be strong enough to hold it in there and not catch a bend after time. So for now, I'm just going to clamp it and pull it around, work it around until it's a circle, come back, clamp it, use the twisting wrench to pop things into center. So yeah, maybe there'll be another video later on adding that in to make it so it just works for this size. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I like the way it's working. So with that, have a good day. Everybody remember, please share this video. If you want to go check these out on the Etsy store, that would be great. I have some ordered from now. If you happen to go on and it says they're sold out, just wait a day or two. I'll repost them once I get caught up on orders with that. And also, in the description, again, I will share Heather's link for HMS Creativity, who made my cup. There will be a link to my PayPal if you would like to make a donation to the channel. If not, I totally understand. I have started a Patreon a while ago, and I don't know how I feel about that yet, but it's still on there. So there's that, and then there will also be a link to my wife and I's podcast, who we're going to start doing episodes of that again. If you would like to check that out, that's on iTunes and YouTube. So I believe that's it this time. Thanks, everybody. Bye.